This is our destination today. It's a great view from the Superstition Mountains looking over the Phoenix Valley. Join us as we explore and discover all the gems on this hike in the Superstition Mountains. At Hidden Gems of Nature, I don't tell you what the destination is. Instead, I give you clues so you can explore and discover these hidden gems or your own hidden gems. So watch carefully as we identify clues to find these destinations. And remember, subscribe to Hidden Gems of Nature YouTube channel. Welcome to Hidden Gems of Nature. We're on Highway 60 headed east out of Phoenix. There's that iconic silhouette of the Superstition Mountains that we're headed towards. We'll be exiting at this exit and heading north into Apache Junction. We'll make a left here, head north through Apache Junction, and then make this right and head out to the Superstition Mountains. We'll make a right here off the main road and head over to the trailhead. Welcome to Hidden Gems of Nature. We're in the parking lot of our hike this morning. I'll pan around so you can see the parking lot. There's the Superstition Mountains. We'll be hiking up a fairly well-known trail today. Join us as we explore and discover the hidden gems on this trail in the Superstition Mountains. One thing I like about early morning hikes is you see a lot more wildlife, and we saw a little bit more here just after leaving the trailhead. I've been on this hike several times, so I'm actually going to take a different route in the last mile because I'm interested in exploring and discovering new things. So join me as we take a different route than normal to our destination. It's June 10th, so it's a little late in the year to be doing this hike. So you expect it to be really hot, but fortunately we've had a cool spring. So the trailhead this morning, it was in the low 60s. So I'm counting on getting up to the top and back down well before it hits 90 degrees. So we'll see how we do. June 10th, 2023. Not only quail, but a few roadrunner on the trail this morning as well. There's a number of hidden gems on this trail. One of them is simply the iconic view of the Pinnacles that sit on the western end of the Superstition Mountains. I really like the Pinnacles. They're beautiful. Lots of unique formations. You probably have friends, neighbors who have family pictures with these things in the background. So kind of a cool view as you hike. There's a couple of intersections on this trail. If you just stay on the main trail and don't turn right or left, you should be just fine. This is the mouth of the canyon that we're heading into. Again, lots of nice rock formations. I've hiked this in the past with groups of boys, and they love playing on all the rock formations. Of course, what boys don't? Anyway, nice little hike. The first 2 miles is a great little hike, family hike. It is a little steep in the second mile, about 700-800 foot elevation gain. Yeah, for a little kid with energy, no problem. This is one of the rock formations I was telling you about. Kids love to go down and play around in these rocks. It's a nice shady spot if you're out here later in the afternoon once the sun's cleared the ridge. Beautiful little formations, places to explore and discover as you're out here on a hike. As we get inside the canyon, it gets a little cooler. It's kind of nice. A few more unique formations. Caverns, a little greener up here than it was out on the desert floor. I'll pan around so you can see the mouth of the canyon. That's the opposite side that you're looking at now. Some interesting formations and erosions. Behind me is the draw that precedes the final mile of the hike. So again, we're about 2/3 of the way, not quite 2/3 of the way there. There's a seasonal waterfall there as well. Kind of pretty little half pipe as you go up through that rock formation. This is one of our first destinations. It's about 2/3 of the way to the top. You can see a couple of people hiking their way up. Hear the bees gathering where there's water. This is one of the hidden gems along this hike. After a recent rain or snow, this is a seasonal waterfall. It's kind of fun to come up and see. But this is the difficult portion of the hike, the last mile. It's pretty much a class 3 scramble with about an 1,800 foot elevation gain. Enjoy yourselves as you take on this challenge to hike to the top of this peak. I'll try and pan this view so you can see how steep it is coming out of the bottom of this draw, and kind of go sideways so you can see how steep the scramble is. When you're hiking this trail, you'll either come through this notch or you'll come around this corner down here below me. Whether you come through the notch or come down around the point, you have 3 choices of draws that you can hike up. This one to the left, the shallow draw in the middle, or the draw to the right. The draw to the right is the main path that goes on up the mountain. However, I'm going to take the draw to the left. I've been up the draw to the right 3 different times, and I want to see something new. So I'm going to explore and discover and go up the left side. As you're hiking, you can see a couple of teetering rocks back behind me. You're going to want to stay to the left of those or to the north of those, however you do your directions. I'll zoom in on them so you can see them a little bit better. But when you come around the corner from the draw near the waterfall, stay left. Pan across so you can see how steep it is. Some nice pinnacles as you're hiking. Some pretty views if you get a chance to stop and take a look around. And then of course way down and into the gully where we're hiking. So quite a steep little grade that we're going up, 1,800 feet, 1 mile. The left draw had some unique rock formations in it. Very different from the right draw. In fact, here's a teardrop formation and then another double teardrop formation. Kind of a cool little canyon to hike up and see the additional rock formations as you hike. We're almost to the top of the left draw. Here we are at the top of the left draw, and I'll just pan around so you can see what we're looking at when we come up over the saddle and back down the draw that we just hiked up. It's quite an incredible view. However, now we're going to traverse the side of the mountain and head over to the right draw so we can connect back into the main trail and crest out at our destination. This is the right draw. We're back over to it. As you can see, there's a lot more people in it. It's a lot easier to find your route if you're in that right draw. just completed hiking up the draw, and then you can see our final destination here. We made it to our destination today. It's this great view off the Superstition Mountains looking down into the valley below us. It's not just the view that's great on this hike though. Lots of rock formations, incredible pinnacles and other types of rock formations, peepholes, rock windows. Great little hike. Most people hike this for the challenge, but I like to stop and enjoy a lot of the beauty and gems that are all along this trail as you hike up to the top of this point in the Superstition Mountains. This is a view looking straight down off the point into the valley that we hiked up and out towards the parking lot where we parked. Quite a little hike.